time for a little R&R with Rick and Ryan. I'm Rick,
I'm Ryan.
and here we go.
That's right. We immediately come back to you 3 years later. Hola, hello.
Has it been that long?
It has been that long.
All right.
I think we watched Tenet.
Oh yeah.
Then we did an R&R live, and I ate one chip, and I don't think we've done anything since. So.
You're probably still recovering from the one chip.
Yes. Yes.
I still haven't done that, and don't plan on it.
Don't.
But yeah, don't really have anything planned as far as going over anything specific today.
Yes.
So nothing's changed.
We haven't improved on anything.
Yeah.
However, what were you going to say?
I don't even know.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. So right before we started recording, we started talking about TV shows that both of us need to watch.
Yes. And what you were talking about Righteous Gemstones?
Righteous Gemstones. 3 seasons of hilarious television.
Is it 3 seasons and that's it, or are they making more?
They're going to make more.
All right.
But third season just ended, so next year probably going to be waiting. But we were talking about Halloween costumes, and she's my good lady wife recommends I go as Baby Billy. First of all, Baby Billy is very skinny, so that's one knock. But everything else, I can duplicate his voice just a little bit. He got that southern twang, and he has a big old head of white hair.
Okay.
It's beautiful, and he always wears a suit.
So not a younger guy.
No. You know Walton Goggins?
Oh yeah.
That's him.
Oh, okay.
So, But yeah, Walton Goggins is pretty hilarious.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I highly recommend that. I don't know what you're doing later tonight, but if you feel called, you should watch The Righteous Gemstones.
Okay.
Because,
Well, I won't be able to watch it tonight because, as you know, I'm renting my house out for Airbnb.
That's right.
And when I do that, I have started staying at my grandmother's house while I'm renting the house out, just to give them privacy and I don't have to deal with strangers.
Who's taking care of Tori?
Tori's perfectly fine on her own.
Okay. They're not going to find her, are they?
No, the door, everything's locked up.
Good.
Yes, I have a sex doll.
I was going to say it was
And
a
we call her Tori, just so if you have any questions and want to know what the hell he's talking about, that's what it is. It's a sex doll. It's a torso with no arms, no legs, no head, and I fuck it. So there you go.
So The Righteous Gemstones, huh?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. All right. Well, obviously you can't watch that with your grandmother. There's a lot of penis, which I know you'll enjoy. But, that's to be warned. It's like we're going to show as much penis as we can. It's like Spartacus season 1.
Ah, I gotcha.
Minus the feminine nudity. I don't think there's any. I don't really know.
That's cool.
And if there was, it doesn't matter.
I have recently started watching Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh, yeah?
For like the 5th or 6th time.
I've heard about this show. It's
Yeah,
the one with Wesley Snipes?
No. That's LeVar Burton, I think you're trying to come up with.
Oh. No, William Shatner. That's the name of it. Same guy.
No, well, you're in the somewhat right ballpark, but not quite. But
Yeah, it's the guy with the ears and the hair and...
Yeah. Christopher Walken.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would be a great Vulcan.
Yeah. He would probably.
Yes. No, you're watching The Next Generation again.
Yeah.
I've seen like 5 episodes, I think.
Yeah.
The one that I remember is the one where they take out Worf's spine. He can't walk or something. I don't know why he can't walk. I remember watching that episode. I'm like, this is pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I don't really remember that. It's been a while since.
It's been a while.
Yeah. it's been a while since I've watched the show, so and so far every episode is almost like brand new to me. It's like have I seen these before? But I don't really remember.
So Uncle Baby Billy.
So like he's a TV evangelist kind of.
Yeah, look at him.
Yeah.
He's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So am I. No, but you know, I really don't know what to do because I think my best costumes are my simplistic costumes.
Okay.
Where all I got to go on Amazon and spend about $100
Right.
and just put some items together.
Mm.
Like I don't like the idea of going and buying a costume.
Right.
Like I don't
And
want
anybody can do
I don't want to go to Halloween Express and get me a cheap ass the Jack Sparrow costume.
Right.
If I'm going to do a Jack Sparrow costume, like I'm going to go buy all the materials
Go to-
individually.
Go to Universal Studios and get that one. Yeah.
Disney.
Disney. Yeah.
So,
Whichever one it is.
so, yeah. So I'm still throwing ideas together. I don't know. What would you? Oh, you already told me. I don't
But I
remember.
didn't tell them.
I don't remember what the fuck it was, but I remember you wanted to do it like a hybrid. You wanted to be like a Star Wars person on the Klingon ship of Bird of Prey or something.
Close, but no. What I was talking about was doing a hybrid costume between Ronald McDonald and
Yeah.
Michael Myers,
How could I mess that part up?
which would be Ronald McMyers. And I've already got the Michael Myers mask from last year. When I did the Captain Kirk Michael Myers thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I think I was the only one that got that.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And
Well, we all know at this point that that's what the original mask was for
Yeah.
Halloween,
Yeah.
which clever.
right. It was the cheapest mask I could find. But yeah, so take a Michael Myers mask, put the clown makeup on top of the mask, get the
Red fro.
red fro, and still figuring out what I'm gonna do from the neck down as far as the rest of the costume. I don't want to do a typical.
Well, he wears a yellow jumpsuit.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay, cameraman, what?
So you got the jumpsuit for Michael Myers, right?
I don't.
Okay, well get a jumpsuit,
Yeah.
but don't have it buttoned up all the way. Just have it like buttoned open.
Okay.
With the titties out.
But get a T-shirt. They have those T-shirts that are like printed like clown costumes
I have a
or
white and red stripe.
or
shirt.
something like that,
Yeah.
or and wear it underneath it, so it kind of gives the,
Mm.
yeah. Instead of like doing like a half costume on each
Right.
side, just kind of do the jumpsuit with the shirt,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then do like one red shoe and then one, whatever color it is that he wore, black. I guess
Right.
a black boot or whatever. Yeah.
Can you imagine me trying to wear one giant clown shoe?
Well, just do a
And then-
black, just do a red shoe, and
Yeah.
or get like just 2 black shoes and then wear like,
A red sock over it.
yeah, something like that.
Mm.
That way you're not having to wear 2 different
Right.
style of shoes.
I fall every 2 steps.
You do that
You do
anyway.
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
Beat her to it.
And I thought about doing like getting a Happy Meal box, and then getting a fake knife and stabbing through it,
It's not bad. I like it.
and get a McDonald's name tag, and put it on the outfit, and then have, just have Ronald M. Dot or something, or R. Dot Myers or something like that.
Dante.
Label maker and Dante's badge and just put it over it.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's an idea. I've been racking my brain for hours, or days, or weeks even.
I'll go with hours.
Trying to come up with somewhat original idea without just going to the store and buying a
Yeah.
out of the bag costume.
That's cool, man.
Started watching Scrubs.
I like Scrubs.
I'm on the early part of season 2 right now.
I like that Scrubs is really funny. Then they're like, "Hey, we're gonna be serious for a minute,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "No, we don't want that."
It's like I was just laughing a second ago.
Yeah, and all of a sudden everyone's dying.
Yeah.
No, it's yeah, fucking Scrubs is hilarious. I love our cat. She's so sweet.
Which one?
Well, that's hard to. We love Dami. We love Lilu. And there's an orange one behind you.
I'm going to have to double up on my Benadryl when I get out of here.
Probably. Take it right in the ass.
I usually do.
Good.
And the Benadryl.
Good. Good. Yes. So, you watch any good movies lately?
I watched.
It's gotta be good.
Catch Me If You Can. I watched it the night before last.
Oh, yeah?
That was good again. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
I've never watched Catch Me If You Can.
Really?
Yeah,
That's a really good movie. I would definitely recommend watching it.
Never watched it.
You got something against Leo DiCaprio?
No, I just.
What about Tom Hanks? You got something against Tom Hanks?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
His first initial on his last name just says things. It's just like he's too good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Never.
No, it's just one of those movies, like, spoilers, that came out, like, right around the same time Gavin was born. And, you know, it's just one of those movies that got put on the back burner and I never got around to.
Gotcha.
And it's just been years later. I'm like, I don't have seen the show. But, yeah, we've watched two. I'll get to that. What was it? What we watched the other day? No, last night. We watched the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That movie, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's for it's sort of for kids. It's kind of hardcore. Like, it's awesome. Sorry, distracted by cat.
Distracted by cats.
No, we like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, 1990, whatever. You can tell it was very cheap, obviously. Rubber suits, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That movie holds up.
Really?
It's that movie's pretty metal. And we also watched Spaceballs.
Spaceballs is good.
Spaceballs is the shit. And it was coincidentally that you said I had just watched. She didn't watch it because she likes TikTok. You were talking about getting the Winnebago.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna get the Winnebago?
Winnebago, going right there.
Can I be there when they start tattooing at this point?
Sure.
Yes.
That's gonna feel great.
Trust me, it does. It's so wonderful. Right there on the wrist.
And I'm looking forward to the elbow too.
The elbow's not so bad.
Now this right here was fun.
Oh, that hurts like a son of a bitch. Yeah. I need a master.
But yeah, I'm getting the image directly from the movie poster where the Winnebago's kind of going up like that with the trail of light coming
That's the
behind.
shit right
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm doing.
God, like that movie still holds up.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Men in Tights did come out after that, but I think that's the last true great Mel Brooks movie where everything was hitting on all cylinders.
Oh yeah.
Like, Men in Tights is funny, but
What was after Men in Tights?
Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Oh, I never saw that.
Dog shit terrible. I own that.
Is that Leslie Nielsen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything was supposed to be great, and you watch it like, this isn't funny.
No.
There's only one funny scene in the movie where they're killing the girl, and Mel Brooks like, all right, I'm gonna step off screen, like blood everywhere. That was kind of fun. That's all I remember being funny about that movie. Come here, sweetie. Oh. So she's just gonna be part of the show.
All right, that's fine. She seems okay with it.
She's a pretty girl. She's a star. So what's up? Oh my goodness.
You
I
got
will
news?
bring it up. We saw the Blue Beetle. Did you see the Blue
I did
Beetle?
not. That's the Transformers, right?
Actually, that would have been better.
Oh.
No, it has nothing to do with ethnicity. Ethnicity.
Uh, I know.
Ethnicity.
I smell what you're
I've
spraying.
I've never said that word out loud.
Ethnicity.
Yes, ethnicity. Wow. Okay. Because I don't see color. I'm colorblind. No, they wanted to make a Latin superhero, which, like, none of this has anything really. This is really no fault of the movie itself.
And was it based on like a comic book?
Yeah, it's a DC character.
Oh, well.
And like any race could have been in that movie, and like this movie is fucking terrible. Terrible.
What specifically was bad about it?
Because it. You ever seen? Let's see. How to describe it. No, have you ever seen like it's like they took. I don't know how to explain it. Like you take a like the plot of any movie, superhero movie. Like you got this poor kid, right? You got this super rich, pretty girl.
Okay, yeah.
And somehow they're able to interconnect through reasons.
Okay. Because that happens.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying she's pretty or saying anything like that, but we're poor as compared to most rich people.
Right. Yeah.
It's just like, let's think of a pretty rich girl. I'm only going to say Paris Hilton because that's the first person I thought of, like someone who's mega rich. But we're going to be able to connect through reasons. Okay. So this happens in the movie. He connects with this really rich girl. Her stepmom, her aunt is like evil for reasons. They find the Blue Beetle thing, and I don't really think they explained what it was or why it was. It's just it just was. And the Blue Beetle chose him for reasons, and he becomes the Blue Beetle. Blah blah blah.
So a lot of shit just happens with no explanation of why or how. Okay.
Yeah. It just is. He says, and blah blah blah, and I vaguely remember this dumbass movie. I'm gonna cut to the because there's a lot of in between stuff. His dad dies, whatever. And then they go to this island in the middle of
the ocean.
Yeah. Did they go to the island? They went to an island, right? They flew on a big Blue Beetle ship because
that George Lopez just happened to know how to fly all of a sudden.
Yes, George Lopez is in this movie. And
he's pretty smart, huh?
He's the best part of the movie, and I hate George Lopez.
How can you hate George Lopez?
Like I've never enjoyed George Lopez. Nothing against him. I guess if people like him, whatever. He's not my cup of tea, but he's the highlight of the movie. Even though it's got the boy from Cobra Kai. I normally enjoy him. But he was awfully annoying in this movie.
Daniel LaRusso?
Yes. The most Mexican, Latino type person in Cobra Kai. Anyway. No, the big thing was there was spoilers, the Blue Beetle wins.
I imagine that.
Okay. And they're on the news report, luckily no one died. Bro, they killed every guard on that island. There's at least 100 guards on this island. Humans, not like creatures that you can just
write them off.
No. People with 9 to 5 jobs. Trained people, probably people and family. No one died.
Kind of like the contractors on the Death Star.
Yeah, kind of like that. If you make me think about logistics of a movie, that means you're failing as a movie.
Right, yeah.
And I'm sitting there and was like, these guys probably have children. Just doing, working a salary, former military guys. I mean, just stuff you just
mercenaries, kind of.
No, like security guards.
Oh, so they were hired by a temp agency.
Yeah, stuff like that. People, I mean, they had guns and stuff. I mean, obviously, they were well paid, but I'm just like, these. So when you get me thinking about that, it means you're failing as a movie.
Yeah. You shouldn't have. You should be into the movie and not analyzing it while you're watching it.
No, that movie was fucking terrible. They went to this house when it was still early daytime, I think they left their house in the morning and got to this house and just like they go inside for a few minutes and go outside. It's dark. Like when you do stuff like that, like Batman going into the tunnel in the middle of the day and then coming out at night. That Dark Knight Rises. That type of deal.
Do you think it's an issue where the big wigs in Hollywood just think that little of the general public that they just don't think people will care or don't notice it, or
I'm too old to be. What's the word? I'm too old to be like through the magic of cinema. Like I've seen special effects. I've seen all this stuff. It's just like there's nothing really
right
that makes me forget that stupid things are happening.
right.
Which makes me sad because I like movies. There hasn't been a really good superhero movie since I don't know Endgame.
Endgame. I don't know.
How goes? Shang-Chi was enjoyable.
I like that.
I like Shang-Chi.
I like Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange was pretty good.
The second one, yeah.
And the Spider-Man. Or Spider-Man. How would you say that? Spider-Mans or Spider-Man?
Spider people, you don't want to assume their gender.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Well, anyway, yeah, the Spider-Man was at the third one.
Yes, the third in the third trilogy.
Yeah.
Oh wait, they didn't make a second trilogy.
Yeah, that was decent. I don't think it was as good as everybody hyped it up to be, but
The Spider-Man?
yeah.
I thought it was okay. It's nice to see Willem Dafoe as Goblin again.
Yeah. The Eternals. Did you see that one?
Watched half of it.
Yeah.
Turned it off. It was freaking boring as hell.
It took me 2 or 3 days to get all the way through that one.
Like I don't know what's going on, honestly.
Yeah. And Thor: Love and Thunder. It had some decent parts.
It was. They leaned too hard into him being funny.
Yeah. What else was there since Endgame?
The third Ant-Man.
Ant-Man was
Trash.
Garbage.
They just the third Guardians. Did you watch third Guardians?
Yeah, I loved it.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah, that's probably to me that was the best one since Endgame.
Why did? I'm glad we're here and talking about it. Like, why didn't the new Gamora turn to dust? They don't really talk about that. She was from the past. Technically, everyone who came in Endgame should have turned to dust.
Well, you don't know when Tony Stark snapped his fingers, you don't know what his parameters were for the snap. So you don't know if what he was doing with the snap, other than setting things right.
Yeah, but
he may have made a stipulation that leave Gamora here. Or you just have to kind of go with it.
You see me crossing my arms here, right?
I know, but you just have to go with it.
I mean, obviously you got to go with it because this is what they're going with. I guess they couldn't come up with another reason having Zoe Saldana and come back.
And personally, I don't need a reason for her to come back. But yeah, I'm just wondering where that character's future lies in the MCU now that the Guardians of the Galaxy is done.
I don't think you'll see any of them again except for Star-Lord.
Star-Lord, yeah.
I mean, you could technically have Rocket because, he's just animation.
Right.
And Bradley Cooper will definitely take a check.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you might see something on with Groot as well.
Now, I was thinking that maybe after a few years, they'll make another Guardians of the Galaxy movie, but with a new group. With Rocket leading them. And it just won't be the original Guardians.
I know. kind of the bad part.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody loves Rocket and Groot, so that will be the selling point.
Fuck. I was gonna start talking about my security blanket show, then we were gonna start talking about something else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then I forgot that's something else. I remember my security blanket, which is South Park, Family Guy.
See?
Um,
I love Family Guy. I have never sat and watched binge watched it, but every episode I've seen of it, I've really enjoyed it. But for some reason, I just have not taken that step. Same with South Park. Now, up until the bigger, longer, uncut movie came out, I was really into South Park.
yeah.
But the movie came out, and after that, I never went back to it. I don't know why. I enjoyed the movie, but I just never went back to it after that.
That show has grown.
Oh, shit.
He's a little asshole. Leave him alone, tit fucker. No, you okay?
No, I'm good. Got a Band-Aid.
No. Give South Park another shot. Like,
I've seen a few episodes since the movie, and what I've seen, I like.
yeah, it's great. Like, you've skipped out, like, you've missed the entire build-up of Randy Marsh. You've missed out on Butters.
Yeah.
Like, we're
Tally.
talking, like, major characters that people love. Like, you've missed the World of Warcraft episode, probably.
Yeah.
Brilliant. You've not even seen the Scott Tinnerman Must Die episode, which is their best. That's a project you need to get on. Not fucking Andy Griffith.
It's hard to. I mean, it's kind of like I watch Andy Griffith right before I go to sleep, and it's kind of like a wind down for the day. And I usually pass out like during the second or third episode in, and I'm just done.
Like, I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes of Andy Griffith, and I can't remember. There's the one where Aunt Bee is growing pot plants in the back.
Classic.
Very classic. And then, was it Ralph the barber? No.
That's Floyd.
Floyd the barber was touching kids in the back room.
Yeah, I don't remember that. That must have been like deleted scenes or something. But
Yeah, that's probably what was really happening.
yeah,
I don't really know.
he was missing from several episodes there.
There you go. But there's still nothing out there as good as Breaking Bad.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I did not like Breaking Bad. I thought it was. I'm messing with you.
Well, I thought you were gonna be like fucking Sopranos.
Nah,
We're gonna watch Tony Soprano have another fucking dream. Half your fucking season.
I love The Sopranos.
Like, people are like,
Just
I
like
love The Godfather. I love The Sopranos.
I
I'm
love
like,
The Godfather.
They're long and they're boring. Like, The Sopranos has a significant problem where most of the late seasons where Tony's having a fucking dream.
No, yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to see Tony having a dream. This is boring. Like, I don't want to see him with a gun and it falls apart in his hand. I'm like, that's stupid.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm the minority. People love The Sopranos, but I'm like, I don't understand The Sopranos as being as good as they think it is. Like, it's the first show that really started killing off main characters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, I can give them that. Like, they're the first to really do that. Then, The Walking Dead's like, all right, see this guy you just met, episode 1? All right, we're going to kill him episode 4.
Right.
You're really going to care about him. I know this is not about Sopranos as much as I hate The Walking Dead. But I'm like, after season 2, we're like, character development. We're not going to do that. We're just going to introduce you to a few new characters, and we're going to kill them off in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, very rarely do new characters carry over to the next season. I like The Walking Dead up until like the 3rd or 4th Negan story arc. That was about when I lost it, and I stopped watching it, and then I found out the show was actually ending, so I got all caught up again. And
How does it end? Spoilers.
Doesn't Rick come back?
No.
Coral dies.
No. Michonne, she leaves the show like the end of the previous season to go look for Rick, and ends up where they get into this settlement. It's like a city and it's its own government. And basically, the group goes in, and they don't like how the current status quo is, so they decide to change it and take over the city.
Yes.
And then after they get rid of the current administration, some people stay with like your main characters like Daryl and Negan and
Carol.
no,
Carol's alive though, right?
yes, Negan,
The most unlikely.
Daryl, and what is her name? The hot one.
Oh, Maggie.
Maggie. Her and Negan set out on their own,
Yeah.
and Daryl sits out on his own.
Yeah, because he's going to be in like Europe with his
Right.
new show.
Right. And so now they're branching off into other episodes. Nothing really ended. There's no cure. Nothing. Nothing. It just
See,
ended like another ending.
just a waste of time.
Yeah, pretty much. And they're making Walking Dead movies coming up,
Don't care.
and Rick Grimes is supposed to come back for those.
No, don't care.
But yeah,
Because they really dropped the ball. Like at this end of season 2, they kill off 2 or 3 of the most interesting characters
yeah,
in the show. I can't think of the old man's name.
Herschel.
No.
Oh, you're talking about
The judgy fella.
uh,
The guy from the Green Mile.
yeah,
Rocket Man.
like Dean or Lee or
I'm looking it up.
Winston.
No. He's a judgy little bitch. But I loved him. I love Shane. Shane was a jet.
Yeah,
And, after, like,
Dale.
Dale. That's what it was.
Dale, I love Dale. Like, they kind of lost me. Like, don't get me wrong, I was part of the show up until, like, when not Shane,
Rick.
Fuck. Alright, I'm starting to lose it. Rick and Michonne hook up. It's not because I didn't like it, I was just like, where are we going with this show? I was just like, I don't want to stay up to 10 o'clock watching this show anymore. And I'm like, there's no end game.
Yeah.
And like, I just remember just like, yeah, I just don't want to watch it anymore. It's not interesting to me anymore.
Yeah, when the last season not the last season, but the season where they finally got Negan, I was only watching it at that point to see them finally get him.
Right.
And after that, I was like, I'm done with this shit. But
No, I'm just like, I mean, I love Negan. He was cool. Like, as I saw highlights, I'm like, yeah, I like this guy. But I'm like, I don't want to watch this show because, he's overly animated. And, was your character still in it, the guy with the mullet?
yeah,
Okay. Oh, good. See, you can survive the apocalypse.
yeah. If it was real life, I'd be dead first day. But
Yeah. Well, speaking of dying first day, remember when we saw, what was the zombie movie with Brad Pitt? World War Z?
yeah.
It's like in the very beginning, this guy gets off a plane, he's just walking, he falls and shoots himself. Like, that's me.
Yeah.
Because, I'm not very good with guns.
Yeah, that I'd probably fall getting off the bus, and like fall under the bus. It just happens like that. But I did go to the theaters last weekend.
Well, what'd you see?
Christine.
Oh, Christine's fucking solid.
Yeah, you know what? The last time I watched it, I had just finished the book again, and then I'll watch the movie. I do that a lot. I watched the movie right after the book, and I hated the movie. I'm like, this is terrible. They left this part out. They left this part out. They didn't do this justice. They didn't do this. But then this time I watched it and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was able to disconnect the movie from the book.
Yeah. Last time I watched it, her mom and her boyfriend were here, and I was just like, I want to watch TV. And I saw Christine. I'm like, I haven't watched Christine in 20 years. Popped it on. I'm like, this is a good friggin' movie. It's a movie they can honestly redo and probably do justice.
They're redoing it.
But there you go.
It comes out next year, I think.
Okay. As long as it's not the Pet Sematary type remake.
Right. Well, they said that they're going to go more on the book this time.
Yeah, that movie owns.
Yeah, they've already announced the director and a few other key figures. No cast members yet, but
Yeah, it's probably going to be an effects-driven movie, which is going to be sad.
I like the practical effects.
Practical effects are where it's at. Because
You gotta,
thank you for joining R&R. Hopefully we will get more content to you that you don't want as soon as possible.
yeah. We'll see you then.
All right. Goodbye.
It's simply the best!